It's Lauren with the Hollywood Junket, and I'm here with Celebrity Chef Wayne. Oh my gosh, this amazing meal that you just prepared over here. Tell us a little bit about it.
So what we had was the Filet Mignon. And this weekend, we're going to be also offering guests a choice of a black cod, sake miso marinated. It's going to have a little red onion jam with broccolini, thumbelina carrots, and forbidden black rice. So we're really taking it to a new level for catering.
Yeah, and you cater for the Oscars and Grammy viewing parties. Is that correct?
Yes. So this weekend's the Grammy party, and then 2 weeks after that, I'm doing the Elton John AIDS Foundation Oscar viewing party.
It's just a little bit of a busy month for you. Tell us what that experience is like and how long you've been doing that for.
So this will be my 15th year doing the Elton John party and my second year doing the Steve Tyler Grammy party. So I would say yesterday, Super Bowl Sunday, was probably my last relaxing day for the whole month. So I kick it into high gear. It's because the two events for award season are 2 weeks apart, it's a non-stop month for me. So I'm excited, energized, motivated.
What's the preparation like? Because I know you have a whole catering team, so any pep talks that you give them, or what does that look like for you?
So the team has been with me for a while, and everybody knows we're kicking it into high gear. So we start our prep Wednesday. We've already had our manager meetings and our chef meetings with the kitchen, and everybody's in place and ready to go. So it's all about timing and being logistically ready.
And how did this all start for you? Like, how did you know this is what you were meant to be doing and that you wanted to pursue this career of being a chef?
I was in New York City, and I graduated high school, went to college for a year, and I really was just doing liberal arts. And the women in my dorm were dating cooking students at the college next to us. So I decided, instead of being an accountant, that I wanted something a little more challenging and interesting. And I just blindly went to cooking school. I had worked for caterers in high school, more so in the dining room than in the kitchen. And I just developed a passion, and skills were right there, and here I am.
Wow, here you are. What would you say is the most rewarding part of your job?
Seeing people enjoy themselves after they've had a wonderful meal and have enjoyed a great time at an event.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you I enjoyed your meal a lot. It was really, really good. What would you say is, the best compliment you've ever received from a celebrity that you've served?
I would say just to hear them tell me how wonderful everything was, not any specific item necessarily, is amazing, because you know that you have reached the goal of pleasing of all the palates that are at a party, but that's just the best thing in the world to hear.
Such a good compliment. And I know you host your own parties as well. Tell us a little bit about those, and how do they differ from the Oscar viewing party and the Grammys viewing party?
So the other parties, my personal hosted parties?
Yeah.
Oh, they're a lot of fun.
Yeah.
They're just like going to those parties, because I'm either buffeting the dinner or I am waiter serving sometimes, and I'm actually testing menus that I'm doing for big events on my friends, so I make them at home. And if I'm doing things on television that are for viewers at home, I test things and I change the recipes to make sure things work at home for the home chef. So my parties are always fun, I must say.
I believe it. I believe it. And what is something, for people who are home chefs and cooking at home, what's the biggest and best piece of advice you could give them?
I always would say to pre-prep as much as you can, so this way you're not in the kitchen the whole time your guests are there. And I think people make a mistake and think they have to do everything at one time.
It's stressful.
Very stressful. There are so many things that can be done the day before or the morning of, and you can time it out so when your guests arrive, you can easily spend more time entertaining than you are cooking in the kitchen.
That is a really good piece of advice, because my mother loves to host people, but she gets so stressed, and I always find that she's in the kitchen the whole time that they're there. So I think that's a good piece of advice.
And the menu can be simplified, still elegant, or still achieving the goal that the host or hostess wants to do. Yeah. But I think that's a lot of planning that could be executed ahead of time, so this way everything is just simple. Let's make it simple tonight.
Yeah, sounds like you've learned from experience, doing this for years and years. And what is your favorite part of the restaurant you own, the Rockwell?
So my favorite part is we do music shows while you're having dinner. And it's a wonderful niche here in Los Angeles. There's tons of talent. We do these wonderful musical parodies. It's awesome to have people come in and see them laugh or see them enjoy the talent from the performers and the musicians, also enjoying a good meal. And being we're a music venue, which normally have reputations of serving bar food, everything breaded and fried, we take pride in serving a wonderful dinner. We do still have breaded and fried things on the menu, but we do cater to a diverse group of clientele, including children. We do some children's shows here. So we make sure there's a little something for everybody's diet, and you can cheat any day of the week.
Wow. And it really does feel like fine dining. I mean, just, you talked about in the kitchen, filet mignon, so many people do it, but you have to make things different. How do you go about, you know, creating these recipes to make just original foods different?
So what I do is I go out, I do research, and I go around town, and when I'm traveling, you get bits and pieces from other places that you go to, and then you develop, oh, you know, I might do something like this, but I'm going to tweak it because I like it better this way, and then it becomes your own original recipe. You might have gotten the idea somewhere. We all research and all look at what somebody else is doing. It's the only way we can learn and improve our own skills.
Yeah. Is it hard for you to go to other restaurants?
No, I'm an easy critic. Yeah. I really am. It's now the people I go out with is another story. And then they all look at me because I'm in the business, and I'm like, I'm not saying a word. Yeah, you're like, you complain and embarrass yourself on your own.
Oh, I love it. Okay, now, favorite meal of all time that you've had? What would it be?
For myself?
Yeah. The best
Oh,
thing you've ever
God,
had.
I don't know. I think I'm across the board. But I happen to love Italian. I happen to love Asian, Italian, and French food. So in today's world, there are so many infused recipes and restaurants that do a lot of that style of food. But I could not pinpoint one thing, but I will tell you, I am a chocolate lover. Yeah. So if you ask me what's your favorite thing, it's always going to be the dessert over anything that's savory. And anything that has to do with chocolate, I must say, is usually where I tend to enjoy.
I like the way your mind works. Is there a favorite dessert that you usually make with chocolate?
We do a skillet chocolate chip cookie here that we serve with salted caramel ice cream and chocolate and caramel sauces. So that I have been doing for 25 years. So even at my own house, I do little mini skillets. Aww. You know, we don't want everybody to think that they can't finish it. So, so that's one of my signatures that I enjoy too.
That sounds like a good one. Well, we wish you the best of luck this weekend for the Grammy viewing party, and then also so excited for you in 2 weeks, the Oscar viewing party. Sounds like it'll be a busy month for you.
I think so. No, for sure it is, and I appreciate you coming down to see me.
Of course, and thanks for feeding us.
Absolutely. That's the best part of your job.
Yes.